What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Apollo. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you guys are having a good day. And we've got another glorious battle. This one's going to be very unique. We are, of course, in Middle-earth. This is Third Age Total War Reforged. This is a custom scenario, but it's pretty straightforward. Literally, these two forces are going to just charge straight forward because we have all cavalry. This is a all cavalry battle, something I don't think I've ever done before. I've done a lot of battles throughout my years here, but I don't really recall. I definitely recall like a lot of cav, but maybe not all cav. But anyway, it's gonna be awesome because we have Rohan. Rohan is one of the fan favorites. They're just like the underdog, epic horse masters. So it's going to be really awesome to see just a massive cav battle with them. I'm going to be a little biased here. I'm hoping they win this one. I just hope they pull through because they are the horse masters. Now, they are going to be taking on other horse masters from the east or south, Khand here, which we have a lot of different diversity in horses, like scouts. These guys almost look like gladiator, like Roman gladiators. But we got some really cool scouts, cataphracts, lights, archers. It's gonna be really interesting to see how this plays through because basically every cav unit is gonna be. Well, for example, it's not like everyone's just gonna charge into the middle, right? There will be a lot, but it's a lot more dynamic than just that because you're gonna have your melee cav. That's gonna be like the infantry of the army. They're gonna be fighting long periods of time, in a close combat situation. Then you have lancers who are gonna be like the cav of the cav, where they're moving around a lot, trying to get cycle charges, hammer and anvil, stuff like that. And then, of course, you have the skirmish cav, which, well, are like your archers. That's pretty straightforward. So it's going to be really fun to see how this plays out. Also, it's going to be a challenge for me commentating on this because it's going to be very fast moving and there's going to be a lot to see. So I'm probably going to do a lot of fast forwarding. So let's go ahead and dive into the commander names and we'll get this one started. So way on the left here, we have FFA Muffins, who of course is going as Rohan. Right next to him in the center, we have Happy Meal. And all the way on the very right, from this point of view, we have Enix Fitz. And look at this General's Bodyguard. Look at this unit. They look amazing. I love it. It's so green. And then over here, we have the creator of this scenario, Sin of the Dark Cloud. He's on the very left side of this point of view. And then in the center, we have Eclipse of the Dark Cloud. So he's right in the middle. And then at the very end here, we have BMK Overlord. So those are your players for today's battle. We're going to go ahead and do normal speed and just kind of zoom out here because, like I said, it's going to get very intense. Right away, Happy Meal is sending up a lot of cav. They're all kind of sending up cav, but what are they going to send up first? We've got some skirmishers. Again, no surprise here. Using the skirmishers, and I'm sure, yep. No, they're going after scouts, actually. So they're taking out these scouts. Maybe they're using the scouts as a bit of a meat shield. Now we've got a charge in here from the Riders of the Fold, who are actually falling back now. But I wonder if he's using the scouts, like I said, as a bit of a meat shield. Now, do these guys throw axes? What are they doing? It almost looks like they're trying to split arrows that are coming in. But they're going to fall back. That is a losing battle. So, but that's a good way of just getting the the feel of the enemy forces. Over this way, we have a pretty sizable force of missile cav mixed in with wind riders, which is a light cav. And also, we've got the red shields of Erkenbrand, who are opening fire upon the forces. And we got this nice circle formation from all these Riders of the Fold. Lots of skirmish cav just going in. And look at this. I think finally Khand has had enough. We got Overlord setting his Varg Wind Riders, trying to catch some of these skirmishers off guard. But let's actually, let's do some slow motion and let's see how this is progressing. In the center, it's getting pretty juicy. We got a nice charge from the Varg Wind Riders. They're actually going to get these Riders of the Fold off guard. And then we have a counter charge. Oh, yeah. East Marked Riders. Nice Lancer cav. It's a light cav, so it's pretty fast moving. And then we have more Rohirrim. I mean, they did a great job with the Rohirrim here. They look so good. The banners look great. The uniforms look great. I mean, just when you're seeing this, it's like being in the movie, you know? It's really cool to see this kind of stuff. Now we got the Eastmark Riders chasing down more Wind Riders, so they're a little bit afraid of these Lancers, but nobody's really fully committed just yet. We've seen a couple charges here and there, but nothing like full on, okay, let's get this party started. Over here, it's actually, there's been a lot of death. We're seeing a lot of dead horses here, a lot of dead soldiers. They have been fighting it out pretty effectively. Actually, Rohan, it's hard to tell by looking at the casualties here, but it looks like Rohan's doing a pretty good job. He's got a lot of cav on the flank over here. He might be trying to do a bit of a flanking maneuver against Khand. And there's a charge from the Wind Blades. So we're going to go back to normal speed, and my god, this is intense. Nice little flank there by the first Marshal's bodyguard, hitting these Wind Riders on the side. Also, we got some cataphracts that are getting into this battle. Again, cataphracts, very meaty cav, very tough to kill, and they're definitely going to help out in this front line. Lots of arrows flying overhead. Another good charge there right into the skirmish cav, which is causing them to break. Riders of the Fold falling back. Rohan now sending in his general? No. Maybe? Is this the general? This kind of looks like the general. I can't tell. But he's charging in these really good units, the super green units. Look at, there's so many of them. So they're going in. It's getting really messy, guys. It's really hard to tell what the hell's going on. But again, let's do some slow motion and make sure we're not missing anything too important. Back in the center, we've got a pretty big clash of cav as well. We've got some First Marshal's bodyguard taking on these Vareg cataphracts. So the cataphracts from Khand have really committed into the fight at this point. Really trying to get into the struggle and trying to, turn the tide of this battle using the very excellent melee. I don't know if our cataphract, I think they're Lancers slash melee. I'm not sure. But look at this flank over here by Khand. A big engagement going on here. This is just really tough to know what's going on because a lot of the units look very similar since they all are horsemen. I wonder if I could just zoom in on the mini-map if this helps at all. So this hopefully will give you a better idea. Red being Rohan, blue being Khand. But yeah, that's definitely going to help. And look, you can see a flank over here, I think. Like right there. Oh yeah, these guys are breaking. Okay, never mind. But yeah, you can see that like I'm literally using just the mini-map here to figure out what the hell's going on. Khand looks like they're winning over here. Lots of breaking going on from Rohan. This is not looking good for Rohan at this point in the battle. Again, they still have plenty of reserves, plenty of forces to turn this battle around. We do have small engagements going on here. A nice charge from the First Marshals. First Marshal bodyguard. We also have a small pocket of fighting going on this side. Let's see who's winning this one. It looks like Rohan is beating the cataphracts. They are defeating the cataphracts. Lots of arrows flying overhead, going after this pretty sizable force. Not really, it's a small cav unit, but they're just trying to take out what they can. Headed back over this way. Green is Sin of the Dark Cloud, so green is Khand over here. And look at this. Look at this mess right here. It is just a mosh pit of horses. It is awesome. It is so cool. I'm really enjoying this this cav battle. Look how fast they're moving in here. So Khand is sending in their reinforcements. Look at them all coming in. That is great. And Rohan is really pushed on the flank. You can see all these Rohirrim forces that are just trying to flank around, most likely trying to get behind Sin of the Dark Cloud. And just look at this front line. See, Khand has really concentrated his numbers in the center, but we've got a lot of Rohirrim flanking around. Let's go back over this way and just see how things are progressing here. Khand looks like they are destroying Rohan over here. Rohan going in for a charge with some skirmishers, trying to soften up the numbers here. But the balance of power is still really even though it seems like Khand has this like under control. But I think Rohan's doing much better. I think Rohan's really struggling in the center, and that's about it. On the flanks, it seems like they're doing pretty well, at least like keeping up with their allies, you know, in terms of numbers and protecting the flanks and whatnot. But yeah, we've got a lot of skirmish. I think it's going to come down to the skirmishing cav. I think it's what it's going to come down to, because obviously they're going to be the last ones to engage in melee. So if Rohan can kill off most of the skirmishing cav of Khand, they might have a chance of winning this one. And then for Khand, they just need to keep doing what they're doing, keep winning the infantry, or I say infantry, but I mean close combat battles going on. Oh yeah, love those green uniforms. So let's go ahead, scroll through this battlefield. Nice little break there. Rohan taking small victories going on. We got a flank though by Khand. Look at this, 2 units flanking around. Probably going to try to pin down these skirmish cav and get them off the battlefield. Let's go back over here. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Go back over here and see that Khand is, they're wrecking. Khand is wrecking. Look at all that blue. There is a flank here from Rohan. Here they come. They're going to charge right into the back of these shoreland patrol, which I believe is a skirmish unit, if I'm not mistaken. There's a light cav. Oh, it's a missile cav, yeah. So they're doing a good job there. Let's go back over here. More Rohirrim in the back lines. This is actually kind of cool. They got their melee inside the middle of this this archer unit. I think these are skirmishers, yeah. So lots of skirmishers. Rohan coming in on the flank. Look at that. So Rohan is doing some damage, and oh yes, Rohan takes this one. Look at the carnage of this fight over here. This was a very, let's slow it down a little bit. This was a very fun fight to watch, and I think Rohan was able to disperse his cav a little bit better, get around the flanks of the enemy, and we're seeing a lot of death over here. And now Rohan can go ahead and clash. I'm going to zoom out. They can clash with Khand in the center, because I believe the center battle is going very well for Khand. You can see a lot of blue, but now that the Rohirrim reinforcements from the other side of the battlefield are coming in, this might be an issue. This just might be an issue for Khand. The balance of power is now in favor of Rohan. Let's see who's winning over here. Rohan's doing some damage, boys. They are doing some damage. They are doing a great job over here against Khand. It's still fairly even, but I think the fact that Rohan has defeated Sin of the Dark Cloud, one of the Khand players, over on that very far side, that they might just have the momentum to turn this battle their way, which is basically, it is in their way, this battle. And here comes more Rohirrim coming in. We're going to do normal speed again. Push, man! More archer fire coming in. Khand throwing in their reserves as well, trying to surround Rohan. Rohan is pulling out of there. Very smart play. Doesn't want to get surrounded. But I think, I don't know. It's really tough to tell. Khand might take this one, as most of the forces have been killed over here. Yeah, I think Khan's going to take this side. I mean, there's a couple archer units over here, but if we head back over in the center, this is a problem. These units, this general's bodyguard, is so good. So good. And they are just mowing down these horsemen of Khand. And more archers just supporting that forward push. And they're going to continue to sweep across the battlefield, gallop over all of the dead, and finish off what's left of Khand. Let's go back here. We already have an admit defeat. One of the players have already been wiped out. But yeah, this is good for Khand. Like, it seems like they're winning over here with their cav, but here comes the cavalry. Here comes the charge of these troops. We're going to slow it down a little bit. And there goes a Rohirrim general, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to slow it down and just see what exactly is happening here. Let's zoom out of the mini-map so we can get a better view. You're seeing lots of red now, and I'm actually quite surprised. This battle did not seem to go that well for Rohan in the beginning, but I think Ian Fix has really done a great job of tipping the scales in their favor, defeating Sin of the Dark Cloud, and just hammering the flanks of Khand that are still taking on their opponents ahead of them. So this has just been a great, very fast-paced battle. I hope I covered this battle as well as possible, because cav battles are very, very intense, very fast-moving, and there's just a lot of pieces going on. But look at the carnage. Look at the amount of dead horses here, dead troops. It is a really nasty battle over here as well. It was just a gruesome fight, really enjoyable, and it's coming down to the final few. Even though it seems like, yeah, definitely Rohan's gonna win this one. Yay, I guess. I love Rohan. Khand put up a great fight, and Rohan just barely takes this one with the skin of their teeth. We're going to go back to normal speed here as we witness the Rohirrim slaughter what's left of Khand. Nice little rally from Khand saying, hey, we're not done yet. We're going to go in for another charge, and the Rohirrim are just kind of finishing them off here. But I love the never quit attitude from Khand as they make their last stand. Here comes another. Nope, that's it. That's it from Khand. There goes the general. I believe that was the general of Khand, and I believe that's the battle. Let's see. What do we got here? I think that's it. I mean, I can't see. Let's see if there's these troops are retreating. I don't see any enemy forces. So I don't know why this replay is... Oh, okay, someone's fighting to the death over here. And there you have it, guys. That is a victory for Rohan. It was a much shorter battle, but that's to be expected with these all-cav battles. It was really intense. Unfortunately, I cannot see who the player names. I assume Captain Oldwolf is Enix Fitz, but I don't know for sure. I mean, all the kills here are pretty even. Really good job by this middle player. Again, I don't know the players who did this, so it's hard to tell, but this was a really fun replay, really unique. If you guys want to see more unique stuff like this, let me know, or maybe a combination of like lots of cav and infantry. But if we look at the kills here, this is the kills of Sin of the Dark Cloud, so at least we can know that, I guess. He is Captain Abakia. So this is Sin's army. He got 936 kills. He actually got the least amount of kills here. But he did pretty well with, let's see, 67, 144 with the Wind Riders. So that's going to be his best. His allies over here, let's see, anything better, 144? Doesn't look like it. Let's see, 133. That's pretty close, but yeah, very fun fight, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one as much as I did. It was really good fun, and I will see you guys next time on the battlefield.